Starcraft 2 Legacy of the Void. We're playing against a player named Stranger on Lerlet Crest. And he's a Protoss player. And if you can tell the difference, I'd recently found out that I've been running on low graphics instead of a higher one. So my apologies for that. And I really like the look of this game a lot better than I did. Anyway, like I said, playing a Protoss player, so my sort of go-to would be Dark Templar to open up, and then into either Blinkstalker Disruptor or maybe Sky Toss, which I've been having a lot of fun with lately, and trying to get into location binding, and trying to get used to that. So you might see that a lot more in my videos instead of scrolling like I am there. But some of my keys aren't working, so I might have to change keyboards. But anyway, I went for a 14 pylon, saved up, and dropped a 17 Nexus. I'm way behind, as you can see from my minerals. I should have had that Nexus down a lot faster. But I'm sending a guy to go scout. I've got a gateway down at 17. I've got my Nexus down at 17, and I'm dropping both assimilators down at 19. And just continually fully saturating my base. Going to drop a defensive pylon behind the mineral line, just out of habit at this point, and also for to avoid supply blocks. So I've just about got this base fully saturated. The plan is to get it, as I've said every episode, the plan is to get it fully saturated before my second base is up. And I've got a few minerals here. I want my cybernetics core down, and once your simulators are up, you want your probes in there as soon as possible, almost even to the detriment of your mineral line, just so you have enough minerals or Vespene gas to get either a Stalker and Adept, your mothership core, and Warp Gate, and whatever tech you're planning on going into, whether it be Dark Templar like I'm doing. You have to drop a Templar Archive or Twilight Council, or if you're planning on going High Templar Stalker, or Disruptor, you'll have to drop a robotics facility, and then the robotics bay and that. But dropping another gateway, dropping another defensive pylon. Finally found my enemy straight up on my side of the map. Got my mothership core finally coming out. Didn't see not one thing, so no much use of a scout. My Twilight Council's just about done. Getting sort of saturated on my second base. Be getting my Warp Gate. I'm a wee bit late on everything in this game, and I've got 2 Adepts coming out, just so I can go do some harassment. There goes my my Dark Shrine, and I'll have the build order down below because I've been talking a whole lot. And let me know in the comments if you like the graphics better this way. And I assume you would. I see that he's got a second base. I see that he's got 2 Adepts out, and I'm just trying to decide if I really want to go Dark Shrine. I've already got it down, so I guess I can't really. I guess I can change my mind, but it's just a waste of minerals if I do change my mind. But I do have my robotic facility going down. As you can see, my my second base, my natural, is horrible. It should have been fully saturated about a minute ago. But gonna drop another gateway, and because of the lack of saturation, I'm going to be a wee bit behind for my Dark Templar. You want to have 3 gateways up. You want to have enough to get at least 3 Dark Templar at a time. So now I've got 9 probes queued. I'm gonna make a. Well, I guess I'm not. I usually just automatically make a observer. There he is. I'm gonna drop another gateway, Gonna get my warp gate just about done. You can see everything is just very, very late, and I'm just gonna drop another couple of pylons in that, and you know, try and get my DTs out. If you can get, you know, say 5 or 6 out, then you could split them up. You know, if they've got 3 bases, you can do 2 2 2, or if they've got 2 bases, you can go 3 3, or you know, maybe send 4 into their main and then 2 into 2 into their natural or something like that. And he got some depth pressure, did really well in cleaning up a few bad guys, but I just bolt on overcharge and sort of take care of that. But because I see his depths, I'm going to get out the Immortal and change all my warp gates, and then I'm going to do a 4 DT warp in. Or I guess 3? 4. Okay, yeah, I did do 4. And you know, I've already got my observer out, so I'm not worried about it. Counter DTs, and I'm just going to go up there, try and do some damage, and you know, maybe even finish the game. That does happen a fair bit with DTs. They're one of the first, or one of the only early game aggressions that can actually, you know, finish you the game, you know, at 6 minutes for the Protoss. I mean, you could do massive, but I do see his Immortals, so I'm a wee bit worried about observers. So the first thing I'm going to do is take out his robotic facility, negate that ability to make those. Next thing I'm going to do is take out the Forge, negate their ability to make photon cannons, thus taking all detection out. Then I'm just going to take out the pylons, you know, again, negate his ability to make units, in case maybe there is an observer or maybe a blind photon cannon behind his mineral lines. I just want to make sure and take out everything as much as possible before I am found or seen. Because he didn't quit, that means he's got some detection and he's got photon cannons there. And if I look at the natural, you'll see in just a minute. So I know I'm probably not gonna win right here, so I'm just gonna start you know, warping in. I'm not flooding minerals at all, as you can see, but so I'm gonna drop 2 more gateways, or yeah, 2 more gateways, throw away my DT right there. That's pretty unfortunate. Go down there and see, you know, I've sort of killed off all of his guys, and I've got the robotic facility that I didn't see. If I should have been looking, watching what my guys do. But you can see that he's you know, bringing in a couple observers, so I got to try and knock that out and make sure that he doesn't have detection, because I want to make sure and try and finish the game out right here. And you can see he's working in 3 photon cannons. I should have taken those out first, or the 2 pylons, but I just don't think I could have been able to get the 2 pylons. But the plus side of this, even though I didn't finish the game out, he's, as you can see, flooding a lot of minerals, but he's got no cybernetics core, he's got no robotics facility, he's got, well, he had to rebuild his forge, and I took out his Twilight Council and a couple of gateways. So he lost a lot of buildings that he does have the minerals, yes, to rebuild them, but now he's got to wait and rebuild them. So the plan is to, you know, build a bunch of pylons so I'm not supply blocked anymore, take a 3rd base and attack with what army I do have, simply because he should just have, you know, static defense at this point, not very much. But you know, I'm a little too lackadaisical at this point. You know, I really should have focused more on getting a big ground army, because as you can you know, I'm about 20 supply ahead, but most of my are probes, so I really should have you know, I really should have focused more on, you know, getting some stalkers, getting another immortal or 2, maybe getting disruptors out. because I feel like I should have won this game a lot quicker, but I don't even. I'm getting blinked right now, but just a wee bit sloppy because of the amount of damage that I did. I should have been able to do a lot more, a lot faster. But we've got 3 immortals, a couple of adepts for scouting, and you can see his army is it's not bad. Plus the amount of static defense. My plan is to get in there with my main army and then let my DTs go to work. That's kind of the general plan here. I'm gonna go ahead and fast forward this a wee bit though. Just gonna get it a wee bit faster. But I'm like, okay, so I'm gonna check for his third. He doesn't have a third, so I'm gonna go up and attack. But he's waiting at the same place, and he's just got a wee bit too much. Let's see what he's got. He's not got 0-0 on 0-0 as well. So but those sentries, and I throw away my DTs again, and he comes over to chase now. But his amount of static defense is well, it's not substantial, but it's enough to keep me from just walking right in and just straight up attacking his army. But I've almost got blink. I'll be getting another immortal out, and going for the attack. But you can see he's rapidly catching up with as far as supply is concerned. And I don't know why I even bothered attacking that pylon. He's got too much static defense. I should have attacked static defense instead of wasting my time with that one pylon. Nevertheless, that's what I did. And I can see he's going mass stalkers, so I'm just going to do the same. Just going to copy and maybe get a couple of immortals out. Now at this point I'm thinking, well, he's got the advantage simply because he's got the hill, so I have to try and take the hill. But he jumps in and attacks a wee bit, so I have to run, and I'm going to try and coax him out with my wee bit of stalkers, and then go in with my other army and try and take it. But my engagement doesn't go so well, simply because he just walks right back. Got to get a warp prism out just to get my immortal into play, and should have been building a forge or double forge for upgrades. Again, I didn't. It's just focusing on things that I shouldn't be focusing on, and not focusing on things that I should be focusing on. I threw away quite a few things simply because I just wasn't watching, and it cost me 2 immortals and I don't know how many stalkers, quite a few. But now I've got no sight on either of his ramps, so I don't know when he's coming to attack. So I need to make a couple of pylons to defend my third base, and I'm going to be dropping a robotics bay so that I can get disruptors out. Now I'm doing, but you can see from his supply that he is now just about caught up with me. 4 supply is basically nothing. I mean, that's 2 stalkers, 1 immortal, 4 probes. Any combination of that, and that's really not a whole lot when you're engaged. But I've kind of got the high ground now, and but those sentries, they really help. But I'm just gonna warp in. I kind of got him stuck in a pincer, not so much, simply because I only had like 4 stalkers out there, so it's not really to stop him or anything. But I want to keep chasing. I want to try and take as many of his expensive units as possible, e.g. the immortals. But now that I'm back up at his base, I got to kind of pull back, rebuild my base. I'm flooding minerals anyway. I'm not really worried about it. But I've got to make another observer, 2 disruptors, and we're going to go try and press again. He's actually ahead. Well, there he goes. Well, I'm back ahead with my my count. But I'm flooding minerals and gas. I should have made quite a few sentries, that way I can try and wall off, block off, and use my disruptors and use my hotkeys. But you can see that he's attacking my natural right now, and I've got to go defend because his army is rather substantial. And again, I'm not ahead at all now. I'm actually behind. So I just got to blink in. I just got to take the fight, and goes not great for me. He's got too many immortals, and I'm not even using my mothership core, which I really should have immediately. So especially since I have 5 pylons, and now I use it. But that engagement could have gone a lot better. I'm not ahead at all. I've got a lot more gas than he does, but mineral wise, supply wise, I'm not really any better. But I'm gonna try and sneak a shot out, but I just don't. But you can see his observer there. But this is a fight I think I'm gonna lose, so I fire a shot, take out everything but 2, and he quits, and that's game over. So disruptor shot really saved the day. Let's slow it down. So 7 kills with 1 shot is pretty good, but not my best game. But one well-timed or well-placed disruptor shot rather, can win you the game. Even if you don't play, your best game, it's always in your best interest to get a 3 or 4 disruptors out. You can even fire a couple of random shots, and if they hit, then that's it's a game changer for sure. But I'll have the build order down below, just like normal. And if you like it, click that like button, share it, use it if you like it, and don't forget to subscribe. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Ta.